The Canadian card collector here, and welcome back to day 152 of your daily deck review. In the deck that we're taking a look at today is the ArrowDynamix V3 Chinatown edition. So, no further ado, let's take a look and see what we get. Here we have the ArrowDynamix V3, the Chinatown edition here, in the standard glossy finished tuck box here. As you can see, it's a red finished tuck box here with some tan arrows here. You can see all those like yellowish tan arrows here on the front of the tuck box here. And then those arrows are put together that make some other arrows, some red arrows in between, like the negative space of those arrows makes more arrows within the red there. On the side you just got more arrows there, like the pattern kind of wraps around. And then the other side, it also just wraps around to the other side there. On the bottom you got the Momentum.cards logo there. And it says distributed by Momentum.cards. And it says Weymouth, Massachusetts, or something. I don't know what address there is. And it says concept by Kevin Ho, designed by Pablo Frey G, made in the USA at Momentum.cards.com, the website. On the back, you got a sneak peek of the back design. On the top of the tuck box here, you got ArrowDynamix. On the inner tuck flap here, you got up, up, down, down, left, right, left, right. That little video game combo with the Konami code there. And then you got BA. So it would be up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, and then there would be somewhere that says start, but it doesn't say start here. But that's how it would go. And if we take the cards out of the box, on the inside tuck box here, it's just plain white. Nothing too crazy going on inside there. And now that we took a look at the tuck box, time to take a look at the cards. And first we'll start with that back design here. Here we have a nice simplistic back design here. It is a one-way back design with that standard white border going around. Here it is a red background with that like yellowish tan like arrow there in the middle there, and it's pointing up. But it is a one-way back design, so if you were to turn it around, it would be facing downwards, and then the other one could be facing up. So whatever way you have it, it could either be facing downwards, or it could either be facing upwards here for that one-way effect. Now for the cards you get with the deck. Here we start with a fully like inked red card here. And it is the ArrowDynamix ad card. You got ArrowDynamix there with a bunch of arrows pointing away from it. Then on the other side, you got all their like different like social medias there. It says tag, follow, and more was the little QR code there. Then you got another fully red card here, and it says start here. Then you got 4 arrows there, and on the other side it says pointers there, and it says how to use this deck for cardistry there. If you want to read it, I'll hold it there. You can pause. And then for the next card here, you get a gaff card here. And it's kind of like a U-turn kind of like symbol there, like some kind of like repeat symbol there on both sides there. And then the other one is pretty much similar to this one, except for the arrows are red, and there's no like background there, it's just solid white with the red arrows there. And now onto the not so custom Ace of Spades here. As you can see, you got the Ace of Spades here, and then there's a giant red arrow there pointing to the right. What if I flip it over? The arrow would be pointing to the left, so it's depending on however you want to, like, the view of it, however you want it, like left or right. And then the rest of the cards in this deck here, then they pretty much have standard, like, spade pips there. And the rest of the cards in the deck, have those red arrows, so all the cards are the same, other than, like, the little number in the corner. So the rest of the spades are pretty standard spades. And all the spades here have that red arrow, either pointing to the left or right, depending on which way the cards are flipped over. And even the core cards, the Jack, the Queen, and the King, also have this arrow on it. And we'll get to the diamonds here, the standard diamonds in that red colorway. And they all have that red arrow as well. Even the Jack, Queen, and King, once again, have that red arrow. Then we get to the clubs here, and the clubs are standard clubs. And they also have that red arrow, the Jack, Queen, and King have the red arrow. And the rest of the clubs also have that red arrow. And we get to the hearts here, like pretty standard hearts there. And the Jack, Queen, and King of hearts all have that red arrow once again. And then the rest of the hearts here have that red arrow on it. And now that we took a look at the cards, time to test the handling. And first we'll start with the springs. We'll just hide those cards there. Now onto the springs. These cards are fairly springy here. Like they're still like newer, but they're nice and like bendy. There's no stiffness to them. They're nice and smooth so far. And they got a nice pop to it because they're like still new and like, you know, like a medium kind of stock. Like, so they got a nice pop to it. Well, there's no issues with the springs. They're not super stiff, which is nice, and they're easy to bend to get them to spring, and they're nice and smooth. Overall, the springs are nice. Now on to the fans. And as you can see, these spread super evenly here. You can see all the different pips and numbers here. This fan actually like really like perfectly here. Like almost one of the best fanning decks that I've used, like for like actual like consistency here, to where they're like, and they show all the different pips and numbers like every single time. Like that's crazy there. Like these have crazy like, and they're not sticky or yeah, there's no stickiness or clumpiness to the cards as you can see, because they spread like super. I'm just like, amazed by this and how well they fan. Now on to the Pharaoh. And there's no issues with the Pharaoh. They interlocked and weaved nice and flawlessly there. No issues at all. And now time for a giant fan of the back design. And now time for that reverse Pharaoh. And the reverse Pharaoh was not as smooth. I kind of had to like shuffle and push them together to get them to interlock and weave. But they didn't interlock and weave too bad there. Still pretty nice there. Not 100%, but still pretty smooth. Now on to the giant fan of the faces. And now time for the riffle shuffle or bridge shuffle. Well, overall, the riffles and bridge shuffles here are pretty smooth, as you can see. They're not the smoothest deck I've used ever, but they're not like terrible. There's not like too much clumpiness to them. There might be a little bit of clumpiness, but the more you use them, they can break in and get a little bit better, and they get better over time. But anyways, now on to the packet cuts. Well, I guess that doesn't work. I can't get it to work right now, but other than that, the packet cuts are pretty smooth there. Other than me dropping a few there. Yeah, they're pretty smooth there. I don't really want to follow here too much, except when I was trying to do the worm here. I can try one more time, I guess. Just gotta grip it better. And there we go. Here's the better grip. And now on to the one-handed cut, or Australia cut. Now on to the dribble. Overall, the dribbles are pretty smooth here. Not too many issues there. No, not too much. Not really clumping to them. Nice and smooth. They got that nice pop to it. Now on to the spread fan. And lastly, spread the cards on the table. Well, overall, like I say, not a bad deck here. When I first got these cards, I didn't really like the design here. It was like the arrows, like the one-way back design and the arrows there. But over time, it grew on me, so I quite like the deck now. And they look pretty good for like cardistry there. When you're doing cardistry moves there, with all the arrows there. And they handle fantastic. There's no issues with the handling here. They packet cut nice. The springs are pretty smooth. Those dribbles are nice. And my favorite part of the deck, is the fans and how like smooth they are and how much like consistent they are, like spreading, like how evenly they are. That's my favorite part is the fans. But other than that being said, I hope you enjoyed. This has been day 152 of your daily deck review, and this has been the ArrowDynamix V3 Chinatown Edition from Momentum Playing Cards. And I'm the Canadian Card Collector, signing out. That's the video. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.